Greetings. Welcome to Friday Thoughts, Living Together Faithfully. Good to be with you today, and I come with, I hope, what I believe is some really exciting news about our faith community here at Trinity Lutheran Church and your involvement, participation through our summer months. I want to start today simply by saying we've come up with a plan for what that we think is going to be really exciting for our summer and our worship life together. We've been wrestling up and down whether we're going to go with two services, one in, one out, what times, how does that affect us all? And last weekend in talking with Matt, I kind of came to a new understanding, and we've run it by a number of people. We think we have an idea that's really going to work well for us. And so here's where it's at. Starting the first Sunday in June the 6th, we will begin our summer schedule, which means one single service all summer long. It'll be at 9:30 every Sunday morning. 1 week will be indoors and 1 week will be outdoors. We will do the indoor services that will be traditional in style with the organ and more liturgy. And the other service will be led by our band and contemporary style. And so the contemporary style on weekends that the weather permits, we will be outdoors in the green space. And if somehow the weather is bad, whether it's raining and we can't be out, or if it's too hot and humid, we need to come back in for air conditioning, then the band will lead worship indoors on those Sundays. We will live stream all of our worship services, the 9:30 hour, so that you can log in and participate in worship in that manner if that's what's best for you. So a single service all summer long, alternating weeks of indoor and outdoor, traditional and contemporary. And we think that that's going to provide some good options for us to work with. Here's the other piece. Since we're going to do just a single service, and we think that would work best, allowing us to live stream and be consistent in our timing, then what we want to do is, starting on June 6th, is also offer a coffee hour after worship. What I'm hearing from members all along is we miss each other so much. We miss our time to be together in conversation and sharing a cup of coffee. And so starting on June 6th, we're going to offer a coffee hour every Sunday after worship. And we'll offer it out on the deck, outside the fellowship hall in the courtyard area, especially on the Sundays where we will be indoors for traditional worship. And on the Sundays that we're outdoors in the green space, then we'll bring the coffee out by the garage and we can have coffee and conversation and enjoy the wonder of the green space that's out there. And we hope that that will help us rebuild community and celebrate what it is to be together once again. So we think that this is really an exciting compromise and a move forward that is really for the benefit of the whole community. And it means then for those of you who want and choose to watch worship online, if you really want to reconnect to community, you need to show up. You need to come. Come for the coffee hour, and we hope then come for the worship hour as well. And we look forward to seeing each and every one of you. We will have some plans for some special things during coffee hours in honor and recognition of significant anniversaries or birthdays, holidays in the life of our country, like the 4th of July. We're hoping also to do a church-wide picnic in early August, around the 8th of August, where we'll cater in a meal and have some fun activities outdoors for everybody. So we're really putting together some fun things, we think, for the summer, and we're excited to share that with all of you. So plan for that, starting on June the 6th, 9:30 worship, and it happens to be that June 6th, it will be an outdoor service, band-led, since it's our first opportunity to be out in the green space. Then the following week will be indoors, and then on Father's Day we'll be outdoors with root beer floats. So worship at 9:30, followed by a coffee hour and an opportunity just to reconnect with one another. So we'll get that out in more published form for you to see, but we wanted to share that news with you as we are very excited about that. The other news I wanted to share with you today is there's been a whole lot of news coming out and confusion around mask mandates or not, and how do we do this? And as a physician in our congregation said, there are a lot of people going through what she called pandemic PTSD. that we're just so uptight about all of this that the prospect of regrouping and gathering together in public spaces, whether masked or unmasked, is probably less important than dealing with our own emotions and anxieties about this process. So our Restart team met this past Wednesday to address that. It was a really good meeting with lots of discussion and debate and banter back and forth on all the sides. They will be relaying information to council with the hope that council supports that, because ultimately they're the decision body. But a reminder that what they would like to do is plan for a phased change to our worship plans around how we do this. So for the rest of May now and into June, through the month of June, our goal will be asking people who attend indoor worship to adhere to 2 of the 3 directives. We know that being outdoors, social distancing, and masks makes a difference in the spread of the virus. And so what we would do then is plan for when we're indoors. We've already lost one of those mandates, so we would adhere to masks and social distancing for indoor worship. It gives added comfort to the unvaccinated, to the families or children who now fall into the category of the most vulnerable. For those worshiping when we gather outdoors, then if you're fully vaccinated, well, you still maintain social distance, but masks are now not required. And so we think that will work for that. Indoors, for large groups, worships, weddings, funerals, masked and social distance. Outdoors, the masks can come off. And then we'll reassess that somewhere in mid to late June and look when we can move to the next phase. We believe then that our recommendation is for large group gatherings, coffees and treats should be served outside and in the courtyard or whatever weather permitting. And then when it comes to small group gatherings, 20 or less, we'll adopt CDC guidelines for indoor gatherings. And that simply means we allow fully vaccinated people to meet without social distancing or mask. And non-vaccinated people, we ask to mask and social distance. And in fact, we encourage everybody to wear a mask if that helps others to feel more comfortable. So that's our phase 1. Phase 2 in July then, or as soon as we're able, would be to movement toward one of those 3 directives. And so we'll look at that. For indoor worship, masks can perhaps come off as long as we stay socially distanced. And so we'll be looking at that for July and beyond. And then at some point, we hope maybe by late July or whenever to be able to take away all of those and open up fully. But we're doing it in a phased process we think that's responsible for one and all. So we wanted to share that with you. We'll be sending out an email and letter about that direction, also with specific information of what Sundays are happening in what way. And we are excited to move forward. So through all of this, we look forward to reconnecting as community, sharing our life together and finding some sense of normalcy, if you will, but always with an awareness of a new understanding of what it means to be a community embracing the goodness of God's grace and the fullness of His love that is there for us every single day. So I'm excited to share that news with you today and look forward to the future and to what we're doing here together at Trinity. By the way, one last reminder, this coming Sunday following worship at 9, at 10:30, we have our annual congregational meeting where we will officially endorse our 2021 budget. We hope you can come. There's important things to share: election of council, endowment, new election, nominating committee elections, and other things as well. So we look forward to seeing you at worship on Sunday, 9 o'clock, congregational meeting at 10:30. And thank you for all your love and support. And we offer our prayers, love, and support to all of you as well. Blessings, one and all. Take care.